What is the average American household spending their money on? This is interesting. Are you near average? Above, below, above, at average? So here is from the BLS Dateline just a couple of days ago. Consumer expenditures. Consumer expenditures 2023. The average, not median, average annual expenditures for all consumer units in 2023 was $77,280, which was up 5.9% from 2022. During the same period the previous year, during the same period, the CPI rose 4.1% and average income before taxes increased 8.3%. Again, this is averages, so we're going to use it because we're going to compare it to someone else here in just a second. So the average consumer unit, basically household, spent $77,000. And what did they spend it down on? 32.9% was spent on housing. So if we take our trusty calculator and we say the average spent $77,000 is their average. $77,000 was their average expenditure, and we times that by 0.33 essentially. That means $25,000 was spent on housing. Crazy. And housing was up 7.4% in 2022 and only 4.7% in 2023. Transportation increased by 7.1% in 2023. We spent 17% of our expenditures goes on transportation. So 77,000 times 0.17, that's another $13,000. So right there, transportation and housing is a half of our total expenditures. Is that what you're showing in your expenditures? Half. Transportation and housing. Food was 13%, which is up 6.9 in 2023, which is up from 12.7 in 2022. Food away from home was up 8.1%, where food at home was 6.1. Both are bad. Personal insurance and pensions, interesting, was 12.4%. 12.4%. So basically we have food, insurance and pensions, that's going to be, right here, I'll show you what it says right there. It says, within contributions to pensions and Social Security, that's what it is basically. You're contributing to just pensions, Social Security, retirement accounts, whatnot. So between your transportation, housing is half, food, and your saving into your Social Security and pensions, that was another quarter. So those 4 things were 75% of your expenditures. Isn't that interesting? Yes, sir, it is. The number was what? Cash contributions came in. What the hell? Which is 3.1%. Education expenditures was 2.1%. Spending on miscellaneous expenditures was up to 1.5%. Weird, huh? Throwing healthcare at 8%. And where they don't throw healthcare in here is strange. Anyway, so healthcare comes in at 8% right there. Crazy. Anyway, so now if you're retired, your healthcare is probably significantly more than that, and your housing is probably significantly less, I bet. Transportation is probably significantly less as well. Anyway, it's very interesting. So the average household is spending $77,000. What's the average income? This is the average income, not the median. And the average income was, I just had it up here, man. Hold on just a second, amigos. The average income was right here, $114,000. Very interesting. So if $114,000 was the average, and the average expenditures was $77,000, that leaves a lot of wiggle room between average income and average expenditures, does it not? Now, what you're saying, and rightly so, what averages skew things towards the outliers. Well, both sides of this equation does, for the income and the expenditures. Rich people, Bill Gates and these clowns, they spend a hell of a lot more money than your old buddy Josh, that's for sure, and they also have a hell of a lot more income. So that would skew things way out there. All right, so that's just a fact. But at the end of the day, you can see even the median income was what right here, right, $80,000. So the median income, again, that's 50% of the people have more, 50% of the people have less. The median income was above the average expenditure. That's interesting to me. So that tells me that there are a lot of people still crushing, man. They are. Now look, we're getting crushed by Kamala and freaking Heels Up and Sniffy Joe, but we're still ahead of the game. That's just a fact. Now, are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? Of course not. That's why you vote Trump, because you're all worse off. I get it. However, at the end of the day, don't be this pessimist and say, it's all falling apart. Well, it's just not true, man. Americans are resilient. Our government is going to change that, dude. Americans are crushing. And that's just a fact. So before you start freaking out and say, I can't retire because Kamala or Biden or blah, 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 blah. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? No. Well, then vote for Trump. However, are you still better off than probably anyone else in the world? Most likely, yes. So be grateful for what you got. All right, God bless. Love your thoughts. Don't forget to smashy that like button. We'll see you.